The Mothers by Britt Bennett is a super unique novel that was published in 2016. The storyline follows characters Nadia, Luke, and Aubrey through their lives and discusses, their romance, friendship, emotions, careers, and most importantly, their choices. The first thing we're going to talk about is community. The setting of this novel is Oceanside, California. It's a beachy suburb outside of San Diego. Oceanside is a very small town, which only amplifies the numerous scandals that end up occurring in this book. In Oceanside, there is a church called the Upper Room, led by a church clergy, of course, and also a clan of who people call the Mothers. And these mothers sort of are really important because they are the upper room community. For the main characters of this book, the younger kids, they become this sort of looming presence. They know about things that they shouldn't know about, and they end up influencing these characters without even realizing it. The second theme is the question of what if. This is a book all about choices, hard choices, and more importantly, it's a book about how characters have to deal with the choices they make after they make them. Characters in The Mothers are constantly asking themselves, what if? Oh, the next theme is support systems. Like I said, this is a book about choices, so those hard choices, people need support, people need someone to fall back on when they have to face the decisions they've made. And every character in this book sort of deals with their decisions in a different way, and I think that's because of the extreme diversity in the different types of support systems. Let me explain. So some characters rely on their friends, some rely on their families, and some even rely on complete strangers to hold their deepest, darkest secrets. The last theme I'm going to talk about is race. So this is a more subtle theme in the novel, but it's definitely, existent. All three main characters in the novel are African American, and they are subject to racism even within their own Black community. As a white reader and a member of a Euronormative, yes, I just made up that word, society, I imagine characters as Caucasian. While reading The Mothers, I often caught myself, taking a step back, reading a descriptor that amplified a character's Black characteristic. For me as a reader, catching myself only furthered Bennett's message about subtle racism because I was perpetuating it as a first-hand experience. The author of The Mothers, Britt Bennett, is a master of language. This is something that really stuck out to me when reading it. The language is very simple, easy to read, contemporary. She fits slang words and curse words in there, but it all comes together to make this very deep, very beautiful passages. One particular thing that was very interesting for me to read was Bennett likes to make use of the prefix "un." She adds it to words that don't actually use it in their grammatically correct negative form, and by doing this, she creates this whole new word and whole new meaning to the prefix "un." By doing this, she makes certain ideas and the lack of these certain ideas stick out because the words to describe these ideas don't sound the way readers are used to hearing. My most favorite thing about this book is its unrelenting truth and relatability. The Mothers is in third person, however, it really goes deep into the minds of these three main characters. It has real life issues and real life themes, and so I really felt able to commiserate with the characters, feel touched by the romance, heartbroken by the tragedies, and it was really a very cool experience to read this book. I would recommend it pretty much to any woman who is angered by life's injustices and who wants to feel like they aren't alone. Because of this, I think anyone who enjoyed Colette Husseini's, sorry if that pronunciation is wrong, A Thousand Splendid Suns, or someone who is in the mood for a contemporary version of Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre, would really like this book too. Although there are a good amount of plot twists in this book, I wouldn't recommend it to people who don't like books that describe streams of consciousness or abstractions. And that is my review of The Mothers by Britt Bennett. Thank you so much.